The word Gentile in the Bible is used very loosely. Remember, people, this book was written by one people, for their people, not for the whole world. I don't know where y'all get that concept from. And stop talking about the New Testament era. There's no New Testament era. Tear that word, that page out of your Bible that says New Testament out, because there's no separation. It's called a Holy Bible, the whole book, not no New Testament and Old Testament, none of that foolishness. Dash that away. Now let's talk about the Gentiles. This is what Caucasians did, yeah, and basically mix this up, turn it into a religion and turn your Negroes into idiots, in real time. That's the truth, because a lot of y'all believe white lies and y'all don't want to change. But let's talk about which Gentile. Before I go further, every time you see the word Jew and Gentile, Jew and Greek, every time you see those two words together, 99% of the time it's talking about the 9 tribes, the Jews, which is the 3 tribes, and the 9 tribes, which is the Gentiles. They became Gentiles because they went out and mixed and done and got spread across the 4 corners of the earth. Before the 3 tribes, the Jews, Judah, who's living in Judah, Jerusalem, yeah, who Christ, Yahushai, was born unto, yeah. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 32, and this is Galatians chapter 3 verse 14. Now it speaks about Abraham and the blessings for the Gentiles. Now this is literally talking about the real Gentiles. If you realize when you read this verse, you don't see Jew next to it. You want to know why? Because it's us talking about the pagans. In my big book it says pagans. Now over here you will see Jew and Gentile. Now look at the translation. It's both Greek. So why does one say ethnos and the next one says Helen? I'm going to show y'all something quick and fast. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 32, still Helen. And this is Galatians chapter 3 verse 28, the same chapter 3. And look there, this is where you'll find Jew and Greek, right? But look what it says. Helen. Over there, Helen. Why are both of them saying Helen? But when I showed you in the last one, let's get back at it. Right here, this is Gentile. The word here is Gentile in this verse. 1 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 32. And the word here is Gentile also. So why is one saying ethnos and one saying Helen? Because he's talking about 2 different Gentiles. I hope y'all get it. Please to Yahweh, hope y'all get it. Every time y'all see the word Jew and Greek, or Jew and Gentile, is talking about the 3 tribes and the 9 tribes. It's talking about Israel. It's not talking about y'all. I'm going to show y'all some other references to prove it. Look, these are other references. Pause and read. Talking about the Israelites. A Greek-speaking person, not an original Greek. More references. Pause and read. Pause. Pause. Pause.